2025 into 2026 is going to be a powerful test of faith. We have many astrological aspects going on during this time, which are going to be causing us to question. They are going to be putting us into this strange space where we don't really know what is real, where we are questioning ourselves, our beliefs, our version of reality, the way that we see and perceive ourselves in the world, where we're beginning to question our own faith, where we once stood rock solid. We're going to begin to wonder, was I wrong? Do I really know myself? Do I really know the truth? We have some very challenging aspects going on this year into next year. We have currently Saturn and Venus doing a little dance together. Saturn and Neptune are going to be doing a dance into 2026, coming very close to each other, almost into conjunction this year in July. They're close to each other right now. They've been close to each other for a while, but they're getting closer. And they're going to have an exact conjunction in 2026 at 0 degrees of Aries. That's going to be a big energy of birthing the new paradigm. But up until that point, we're going to be having these multiple experiences, I guess you could say, where we're really being called to look through our current vision of reality and see the reality that we are creating and manifesting. And it's going to be challenging because for many of us, our outer reality is not mirroring what it is that we're creating, right? There's a huge disconnect. And so one of the challenges of 2025 into 2026 is, can you see through the illusion toward what it is that you are creating? Can you completely ignore your outer reality in favor of the reality that you are cultivating? Because essentially, as we go through this process of questioning everything about our reality, it turns into a deeper question, which is, what is reality at all? If everything that I thought to be true up until this point was a lie, what the fuck is reality? And if there is no such thing as reality, then doesn't that mean that I should be able to control this thing? Right? And that's the tipping point of energy when we come to that realization. And then we start learning how. And some of us, many of us have been on this journey for quite some time now, but we're reaching a point where we're starting to get so disillusioned, so frustrated by the fact that even with all the knowledge that we have, even though we understand that our mind and our belief systems and our subconscious create our reality, that our vibration dictates our reality, and we've been working tirelessly on these things, overcoming these limiting beliefs, raising our vibration, right? All of this stuff, like our outer reality is still not matching how we feel inside, what it is that we truly desire, right? So there's going to be a breaking point here. There's going to be a point for even those who've been on this journey for a while where we start being like, is this working, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this isn't really the way reality works. Maybe I missed something along the way, or maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I'm just broken inherently in some sense, and I am not able to master my reality the way that other people do. Like, there's going to be a lot of these energies coming into question. We have multiple squares of Chiron and Jupiter moving through here. We've got another Saturn-Jupiter square this year. All right. It's a lot of intense aspects that are really challenging us, really pushing us to the point of giving up, to the point where we almost have zero faith in anything or anyone, including ourselves. And the challenge here is to muster that faith, to reach deep down inside ourselves and find that little kernel, that little nugget that still believes, and to fan that flame until it becomes a roaring fire. And in 2026, we're really going to see that fire take off. For some people, this energy is, we're going to be mastering this energy quite well through 2025. And we're just going to come to these check-in points with this energy when we come to these major planetary alignments, like when Saturn and Neptune are meeting more powerfully, right? When the North Node and Saturn are meeting powerfully, Jupiter and Saturn, like we said, Jupiter and Chiron. These are going to be big check-in points. And follow me on Dark Side of the Moon Tarot and Astrology on YouTube if you want more in-depth videos where I talk about this. My main channel, I have a main channel and a mini channel as well, where a lot of these videos are posted. So if you're watching this on TikTok, find the main channel. If you're watching this on the minis channel on YouTube, check out the main channel as well to get more in depth into this energy of when all these different meetings are taking place. Right now, we're just talking about the overall energies of this. So those of us who really are like that fire is really catching for us in 2025, we're going to come to these different check-in points where we're going to perhaps lose a little bit of that energy, lose a little bit of that confidence. But every time we move through one of those energies, we're going to emerge with a deeper sense of faith, a deeper sense of confidence if we play this right. If we take those opportunities when we are feeling lower, when we are feeling hopeless, and we take them as opportunities to go deeper within ourselves. All right, what belief system still exists within me that is allowing for this energy to affect me in this way? What still wants to be shifted? Where is it that I can turn up the volume a little bit on the positivity, on the affirmations, on the belief in myself, and turn down the volume on that inner critic, on that little voice of my ego that tells me that I can't, that I shouldn't, that I won't, right? So it's going to be a big, big year, regardless of where we are in that process, whether we are in the lows or the highs, or we're bouncing back and forth. We are going to be feeling this energy. We're going to be working with this, and the outcome, like I said, is a sense of faith that is absolutely unshakable. Before 2025, 2026, we had some sense of belief, but it was a little bit fragile, right? When the rubber meets the road, when our beliefs, because remember, it's easy to have faith when things are going well. It's easy to have faith when we're feeling good. But when things are not going so well, that's when faith is really built. All right. And so this is a time for building faith. We're going to see craziness going on in the world around us, right? The cabal is struggling to uphold the false matrix, right? They're struggling to keep control of the people. We have the people taking back the power all over the world, and the cabal in their death throes, essentially, trying to prevent this from happening. We're going to be seeing, there's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of people waking up for the first time, beginning to question their reality, like we said, just in that dark, heavy, melancholic energy that I talked about at the beginning of this video. They haven't started to step into their power yet. They haven't realized how powerful they are. They're just realizing how bullshit the world around them really is, right? They're just really starting to wake up to a lot of this stuff. This is going to be the year that people really wake up to extraterrestrials. People really begin to wake up to the fact that we are extraterrestrials too. All right, there's going to be a lot of just the mass consciousness is going to be exploding, but it's going to be intense. So you need to find your center and just stay in your own lane, just stay in your own energy, do your own shadow work as it comes up. And really, there is such an opportunity because the energy is escalating so much, the vibration is raising. When it feels the worst is usually when the vibration is rising the highest, right? Because we're purging all of that darkness. So as this is happening, if we are able to move through that ego shadow energy and reach that next level of faith, of awareness, of belief in ourselves, and really tap into that high frequency energy that's available to us, we can manifest like nobody's business, even before 2026 hits, even in 2025. And a lot of people are going to see massive breakthroughs. So make no mistake about that. I'm not saying that's not going to happen for some. It absolutely is. But it's going to be the result of these trials by fire, these initiations into a deeper sense of faith, a deeper sense of commitment to our internal truth, where that truth is first questioned, revised, and then what remains is that much stronger, that much more steadfast. Really, really exciting energies. As I said, I'll continue checking in with you all, giving you the breakdown as we're going through these specific energies. But take this as your overall PSA for some of the energies of 2025 into 2026. We are in the year of the snake as of January 29th. All right, we are shedding our skin. This is a complete rebirth that we are experiencing right now. But every birth goes through contractions, right? There is a process, right? There are labor pains in some sense. But trust me, it's all going to be worth it.